Alright, welcome back to the second video in the series for takeoffs and landings. And in this one, we're going to be doing two trainings as well. Deadstick landing and landing without an elevator. Alright, so let's see what's this about. So in this training session, you will be placed in conditions that will allow you to focus on using the yoke only to land. Manage the speed and glide path of the final approach. Flare the aircraft to touch down smoothly. Brake after landing to end the flight safely. Okay, so line up the nose of the plane with the end of the runway. Alright, about 4 minutes. Alright, let's go. Okay, so it wants us to maintain 65 knots, I suppose. Alright, let's go.
For this landing exercise, I want you to focus on the yoke only. We're close enough to the runway to land safely without adding any throttle. Maintain a speed of around 65 knots. Pitch down if you're going too slow. Pitch up if you're too fast. Speed at 65 knots. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. To flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent for a softer landing, but without ever leveling off or climbing. The main landing gear will touch down before the nose wheel does. Coming up on flare height, resist the temptation to pull back. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. Excellent.
I do have to say so myself. That was pretty good. 8,404. Okay, so yeah, so follow the glide slope. Yeah, I could not follow the glide slope if I wanted to maintain 65 knots. Flare the aircraft. Okay, bring progressively the aircraft nose up to touchdown with the two rear wheels. I think I did well, better than this, but okay, whatever. Alright, so they said stop the aircraft. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, yeah, so anyway, I got an A, so that's good. Not complaining there. But that was a pretty good landing for me. We did kind of go a bit long and slightly floated at the end there, but not too bad. Alright, let's go back to the training menu, takeoffs and landing, and now let's look at landing without the elevator. Alright, so in this training session, you'll be placed in conditions that will allow you to focus on the throttle to manage the glide path on the final approach to land. Manage glide path on the final approach, flare the aircraft to touch down smoothly, brake after landing to end the flight. Okay, so if too high, reduce throttle. Too low, add throttle. Aiming point. Alright, let's see how well we can do. Yeah, let's go.
In this landing exercise, I want you to focus on staying on the glide path using the throttle only. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct glide path. If you find yourself too high, reduce your power. If you're too low, increase it. Remember though, always make soft corrections. You don't want to overcompensate.
Oh wow, this is challenging.
Now you can use the elevator to land.
Oh, wow. I have to do that again. That was very challenging. I'm coming in pretty fast there and high.
Reduce throttle to idle. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. You did well, but you could do better.
For sure. Alright, we're gonna do that again. I think we need to reduce the throttle from very early. Alright, let's do that again. I'm not even gonna check the score. I just think I can do a lot better. Okay, let's go.
In this landing exercise, I want you to focus on staying on the glide path using the throttle only. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct glide path. If you find yourself too high, reduce your power. If you're too low, increase it. Remember though, always make soft corrections. You don't want to overcompensate. Now you can use the elevator to land. Reduce throttle to idle. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. That was excellent.
Oh, wow. That's hard. That's really hard. And I think I could actually do a bit better. But I'm just gonna leave it there because I got an A. But yeah, that's pretty hard. Because like having the elevator available to you, when you change your thrust settings, you can compensate for, too much throttle by pitching down and too little throttle by pitching up until you get the right throttle to manage like your rate of climb or descent. But man, if your elevator is stuck for some reason and you have to land only with power settings, oh my god, God help you, it's gonna be very difficult. I think that's something I'm gonna try to keep practicing on, off videos, because that may improve my throttle coordination with pitch, right? But yeah, that was actually really difficult. So I'm gonna keep practicing on that. But anyway, that wraps up the video for this time. Next we're gonna go into, let's just take a quick look here. There's a flared aircraft, still poor, but I think we're not pitching up enough as they want us to, but I think I'm pitching up that based on the speed and everything. I think it's a good pitch that I'm doing, so I'm not gonna fight that one, but it's fine. And yeah, bring the aircraft to a stop. So, but we did follow the glide slope, but I think we were a little bit low. And yeah, I think we can keep practicing and we'll come back to this some other time. But thank you for watching. See you in the next one.